This weekend, Donald Trump is going to be speaking at a rally in Arizona. I will be covering that rally. One of the people that is reportedly speaking alongside Donald Trump at that rally is none other than MyPillow founder Mike Lindell, known to us as Mike Pillow. Lindell says he's going to be one of the opening acts at Donald Trump's January 15th rally in Arizona and expects 60,000 people to show up. Why do I mention that? Well, someone who is going to be appearing alongside the former president of the United States is now claiming that he has evidence to imprison 300 million Americans for their actions related to the 2020 election. Now, you might say, wait, David, sir, there are only 258 million adults in the U.S. as of 2020. And of the 258 million, not all of them, not nearly all of them actually voted. Doesn't matter. Pillow says he has evidence to imprison 300 some million people. Take a listen to what he had to say. This is the stuff of insanity.
Everything you're going to see over these next 7 months to get rid of the machines. You're going to see the Supreme Court case coming out. All these great things, everybody. By the way, you can find more at frankspeech.com. I'll put that out there. There are so many. I'm more optimistic today than I have been yesterday, the day before that. I'm on an incline like this. Why? Because it's so amazing. All the things that we already have all the pieces of the puzzle. And you talk about evidence. We had enough evidence to put everybody in prison for life, 300 and some million people. We had that all the way back to November, December.
He has the evidence to put 300 and some million people in prison for life. Now, before we get back to that, if you're wondering about that scratchy, weird voice that he has, I will mention that our friend Zachary Patrizio from the Daily Beast reported about that yesterday and says MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell has come down with a severe case of, quote, laryngitis. And he added in a comment to the Daily Beast, I can't get COVID, while citing his consumption of an unproven COVID-19 drug. He probably has COVID, is my understanding of that. But more importantly, evidence to imprison 300 something million Americans for life. So if there's only 258 million adults as of 2020, he's talking about imprisoning every adult who voted, every adult who didn't vote, and then 42 million children. So things going very, very wrong for Mike Lindell in all senses of the word. Likely has COVID, and again, claims he will be speaking at the Trump rally this weekend. Now, I will be covering the Trump rally, and many of you have written in saying, David, please cover the Trump rally. Others have said, David, don't cover the Trump rally. I'm going to cover the Trump rally. It is fascinating. You know, I just cover what is interesting, and I am fascinated to see, does the topic of vaccines come up at the rally, and does Trump get booed? Trump has been pushing the vaccines pretty hard, saying, of course, everybody needs freedom, but pretty significantly pushing the vaccines. Is he going to get booed in Arizona for promoting the vaccines? Is Trump going to make an announcement about 2024? Is Trump going to make any announcements about support for candidates in 2022? Is Mike Lindell really allowed to go and speak alongside the former president, given that he almost certainly has COVID right now, and also is completely out of his mind? And it's humiliating that he's even allowed near the president. I mean, it's all completely crazy. So I will be covering the rally. If it's not interesting to you, just don't watch it. That's my recommendation. But I will be live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Saturday. Trump expected to speak at 9 p.m., meaning he will likely speak between 10 p.m. and midnight. I don't know. Historically, he's always insanely late to his speaking engagement. So that's going to be this weekend. In the meantime, we have no idea what sort of evidence Mike Pillow claims to have, but I would guess that you and I would not find it particularly compelling. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at @DPacman. Remember that we are still banned from Facebook monetization. We're like 5 days into our 90-day ban for what Facebook's algorithm misidentified as anti-vaccine content from us. Laughable claim. You all know that we are pro-vaccine because that's what the science points to. And we were reporting on anti-vax Alex Jones and we have been banned from Facebook monetization for 90 days. You can support us in that in fighting that endeavor by signing up at joinpacman.com and using the coupon code FFacebook. That's Facebook with 2 F's, FFacebook. You tell me what it means. We'll take a break. We have a fantastic program for you today. Glad you're with us. Even if, like me, you're not vegan and you're not vegetarian, eating a more plant-based diet is a really great thing to do for a number of different reasons. And our sponsor, Just Egg, is the delicious plant-based egg. You can use it anywhere you use traditional eggs because the taste and texture are identical, but Just Egg plant-based eggs have the same amount of protein as traditional eggs. I use it all the time at home. You can make fluffy scrambled eggs. You can make omelets. You can make quiche, frittata, crepes, fried rice. You should see my fried rice recipe. You can really use it anywhere in baking or anywhere you would use traditional eggs. When I first tried Just Egg, I was surprised that a plant-based egg could both taste and cook just like traditional eggs. You can get it at the grocery store, Instacart, Amazon. Go try it. Eating a more plant-based diet is a great decision. I do it, and I'm not vegan or vegetarian, and Just Egg makes it that much more easy and delicious.